Hi my subscribers, by watching this video, I'm pretty sure you will get the newest update of the game that is just a new release for Android and iOS platform. You can pick the new offline game or the online one, so make sure you watch the video until the end to know the game's gameplay and how it will work on your phones then. Remember to like this video to reach 200 likes, thanks. Top 10 Best Game Android and iOS with High Graphic New Offline and Online Game 2024. You can support this channel and send us a special thanks. Great Game. Great Game. This is one of the best game high graphic for mobile, even though the game is on early access which should be enhanced after, but right now the game's visual is one of the best games on mobile. I cannot imagine how good the game will become when it's released on global. The combat mechanism and also how the Great Game looks is similar to a Dark Souls mobile. It has a dark fantasy and the monster seems to have a very unique characters, but actually the main gameplay is not a role-playing game. It's a new multiplayer game where we play in a battle royale. We should always focus on the right position and also timing, because the arena will be shrinking. Always maintaining your timing is the key to survive. There is a monster around us and every time we kill them, we'll obtain some random equipment, but also there are some treasure chests we'll be able to loot as well. The combat mechanism of Great Game is that we will play the best hack and slash game, even if we can move the hero while attacking. The buff skill will be able to be used and it only needs a cooldown. There is a healing skill, dash skill and also buff skill to increase the combat power and speed. Great Game is the best new game high graphic Android with action games based. Dark and Darker Mobile. Dark and Darker Mobile. It's pretty insane how this new game released their first beta and got the maximum players limit in a few days, but after I play I realized how it's become possible. So the main reason is of course it has a great graphic full of action gameplay. You can pick some different classes such as Wizard, Cleric, Barbarian, Ranger, Fighter and also Rogue. We are also able to pick the gender. Unfortunately the character customization is really limited. Lucky we are able to have a realistic hero's appearance based on the equipment that we are wearing, so our hero will adjust the appearance and also look way better then. This is a new best multiplayer with action hack and slash game. We don't have any storyline at all. The main gameplay is we should try to kill any enemies we found, like the players or the goblin, to obtain a random equipment. Honestly, their strength is really strong, so we need to place the right active skill and also passive skill before we start the combat. The player who can win this game needs to survive and become the last man standing. Dark and Darker Mobile is the best high graphic new mobile game for Android. Aspal Extreme. Aspal Extreme. This is the newest sequel of Aspal game, but right now they make a collaboration with a Netflix company, which we must become a Netflix member to play the game. I'm pretty sure it's a very good game and worth it to play. The graphics are absolutely amazing with a lot of attention to detail, especially when we crash some object, then the object will be destroyed and our car will become slower. Try to using the nitro to boost your speed and acceleration and find a chance on hitting the enemy's car from behind to wreck them all and we will lead the position. Remember to upgrade your car or buy the new car by using in-game gold. Before we start the race, we can prepare and manage the buff like adding an extra nitro or adding the nitro tank. We can play the game in multiplayer with friends with local Wi-Fi or play with a single story mode to unlock the new map. The game size is just under 1 GB, but the quality is beyond that number. Aspal Extreme is the best new game in racing car gameplay for Android and iOS. Warframe 1942. Warframe 1942 shooting games. This is a new brand of Warframe game. As we all know, the developers are really active in making this new game continuously. The game has a very small size, it's about 239 MB, but never underestimate the graphic. It totally has a high visual. Even we can notice the enemy's presence from a far view distance. It's insane how they create a great game full of amazing content. More features will be unlocked after we clear several modes like Team Deathmatch. We need to compete between blue and red teams. and reach the higher score by killing the enemy and collecting it to lead the team. The team with the higher score within a limited time will become the winner. The combat mechanism of Warfare 1942 shooting game is we can use two different guns and can pick up from the enemies by looting with his weapon after we are killing them. Try to use the close range weapon by using the knife to do an instant kill, but it's quite difficult to come closer into the enemy's territory. Grenade would be the best option for you to make a huge explosion and deal with a huge area of effect. This is the best game mobile high graphic for Android and iOS. City of Outlaws. City of Outlaws. This is the best new open world games for mobile. The game has passed the first beta testing and I would totally appreciate his effort to create the best GTA games like in a smaller size. It's less than 1GB, but seriously the graphic is insane. It feels like we are playing a high visual game. But there is one issue that the developer needs to focus on, which the connection is not quite stable and it will make the game become a little laggy. But I can totally understand because it just their first beta and under development. The gameplay of City of Outlaws is we will play as a single players in the open world game. We should accept the main mission by following the quest and ask the NPC there, but I prefer to play the game freely in a freedom experience, which this game allows us to play a sandbox. The developer really wants to give a better experience to the player by giving a lot of gold to buy some weapons. With this weapon we can use to create a huge chaotic situation, but be careful because the police will come at us suddenly from any directions. Getting in the car is the best way to rescue from the aggressive police. City of Outlaws, this is the best graphic new games for Android and iOS. Fairy Tail Mobile. Fairy Tail Fierce Fight. This game suddenly becomes the best new RPG game for mobile. On Play Store it has 4.7 stars, which has a really high graphics score and gets so good reviews from the player. The gameplay is really great. I love the combat mechanism that lets the player switch the hero between three characters. The skill showcase has exactly the same as the actual anime. Anyway, we don't have special cutscenes on the skill, but it's really good for us to make the gameplay even faster. The game's level of difficulty is super balanced. It's not hard and also not easy, which I can enjoy the combat at all. The gacha rate is really good. We can easily get a super rare thing through it. I think this is the main reason why the games reach an amazing score, but the one problem is the developer keeps launching the new server. But as a single player's game it would not be a problem. The combat mechanism of Fairy Tail Fierce Fight is we need to break the boss's barrier system by using the opposite element of the hero. Then we can give a true damage. Then this is the best new game ARPG hack and slash for Android and iOS. Titan Strike. Titan Strike. I will give 100% my appreciation to this indie game's developer. Only with 1% can make such an insane gameplay of Attack on Titan Mobile. I'm sure many of the AOT fans will be happy about it. I don't know exactly where he learned the code. It's to make the gameplay and navigation so smooth. The sensitivity can be adjusted based on your acceleration. But trust me, this game has a lot of aim assist for the newbies to be able to control the game even better. Right now, Swami as the developer is making a huge update where we can explore the lobby and unlock a lot of features. There are so many varieties of skin with an amazing appearance of armor that will blow your character's looks. The main gameplay is we need to slash the Titan by using our sword. The Titan has a huge size, but our hero can hang on the string to lock the Titan. Titan Strike is the best game high graphic game offline for Android and iOS. Gangster Grand. Gangster Grand. It's crazy how come the developer is making an addictive GTA games like in offline games. Seriously, the game has the next level. Just imagine we only need a few seconds to wait for the police to call a huge vehicle like a tank and also a helicopter to arrest our hero. Making a noise or chaos will make a huge problem for us. We cannot continue the main mission then because they will keep chasing us everywhere we go. But this condition is the main key the player love to play it. In fact, we don't need to watch any ads to get some weapons because we can easily get some money by killing the citizens. We can get the gun anywhere by tapping the shop icons. Every single mission we clear, we can double the rewards by watching the ads, but I highly recommend you to play this game without internet connections because the game's level is really fair and good for the newbies as well. Gangster Grand is the best new game offline open world game for Android. Right now the game is only available to Android, but when it's released on global, I'm sure the iOS will get it as well. Insidious Demo. Insidious Demo. If you have a low-end phone and would like to get the action RPG offline game, then I would suggest you to play it. This game is just about 100 MB size in total, which I'm sure every phone can handle the game perfectly in a high performance. There are 3 main gameplay games that we should do. First, killing every single enemy on every wave. Second, collecting the treasure that contains some equipment with random rarity. The third one is to get into the portal and be ready for the next challenge. Even though it seems so simple, but trust me, the game is getting exciting along with your level stages. The combat mechanism of Insidious is we can unleash the skill that we have obtained since the game started. We'll use a sword as our primary weapon. The skill will boost our strength by unleashing the Thunder Sword or Lightning Sword. Then it will grant our damage. This is the best new action RPG offline games mobile. /Quest. This is a new offline adventure game. We will become a young hero that will save the kingdom from the monster. We need to keep the kingdom area safe by killing the monster, but we will find so many obstacles that we need to solve the puzzle. The main hero will have a sword as the primary weapon. Actually, this is not a common sword, but it has a magic on it. Every time we kill the monster, then our sword will become longer and longer. With a longer sword, it's really effective to reach a certain mission, to open up the new path. I don't see any long story, it's more focusing on action. Sometimes we need to turn over to get the other way and pass through the obstacle. I'm pretty sure you will have a hard time learning the control, but trust me, you will be used to it. This would be a good game to train our intelligence for a newbie player. The higher mission you reach, the more difficult game level will be waiting for you then. /Quest is the best new game offline for Android and iOS. Risk of Rain Hostile World. Bonus: Risk of Rain Hostile World. This game is only available in a specific country, which means it's not globally yet. But I love how the game runs perfectly on mid-range phones. The gameplay seems really simple. We don't need to touch the basic attack button manually. We only need to come closer into the enemy to deal a basic attack. We only need to manage the skill and drag it into the area that's full of enemies with more of them within range. We need to get the last portal to win the combat. While we are in the lobby, we can interact with more NPC that will support us in upgrading our heroes. These all are the new best game mobile for Android and iOS. Hopefully my subscribers get everything they wanted through watching this video. Remember to help this channel by tapping the like buttons. Please support this video and get 200 likes. See you on the next video. Thanks.